on DSTV audio bouquet channel 802 or OpenView on channel 628. We take you now to Zambia, where Zambian youths that have been planning to protest peacefully against the high cost of living in the country have maintained that it is unlawful for the state police to infringe on anyone's rights to voice out their concerns. About 500 youths have been planning to gather in Lusaka on a public holiday, which is the day of national prayer, fasting and reconciliation. A few of them on the 18th of October this morning went ahead to display placards of their prayer points, hoping that the state would hear their concerns in the protest. Arthur Davis Sikopo, our Zambian correspondent, now updates us on the development from Lusaka.
The protest has been long planned for the 18th of October 2023, a day Zambia as a national holiday called a day of national prayer, fasting and reconciliation. Initially, they planned to have it in a highway, starting from where the country's vice president office is, along Independence Avenue in Lusaka, to an area popular for national gatherings, the Freedom Statue, but state police denied them a go-ahead with their protests. However, the youths chose another venue for their protest just a day before the actual date. And as they were gathering at a private place owned by an international organization, Global Platform, a police officer from the Lusaka division drove through and told the youth that they were being arrested. The threats from the police officer even went to journalists that were covering the event.
Threaten me. You can't threaten me. I'm a journalist. You can't threaten me. I'm capturing him.
But the youths vowed to go ahead with the protest, stating they do not need a police permit for them to hold a picket. One of the organizers, Sitalinawa, says it is unfortunate that in Zambia today, people cannot stand to voice out their concerns.
So we have said we're not going to resist arrest. We're going to sit here because we don't know why we're being arrested. We asked for a reason why he wants to arrest us, why he wants to place us under arrest. He said that we'll find out when we reach the police station. The police station which we don't know. So as things stand right now, we are waiting to be arrested as per instruction. He's outside, he's parked his car outside and he's called for enforcement. And we're not going to run. We are here lawfully, doing a lawful cause, a noble cause that we believe is very noble, and there's nothing that is going to shake us. So that
among the demands in their protest is the high cost of living, high fuel prices, lack of employment for young people, and increasing poverty levels in the country. Thomson Luzendi, another lead in the protest, says they will not be intimidated by the police and are resolute with their pickets.
Where we are is not even where we are supposed to go and protest from. So the police could have a case if they found us in Independence Avenue, where we will be going, by the way. So we don't know why they are preempting following us at our homes to come and pick us up like we're common criminals. Let them go and wait for us in Independence Avenue, Chikumane background, but to come here and intimidate us, victimize us, and say you are being arrested for what?
Over 200 police officers were deployed just 100 meters away from the area the youths gathered from, as they waited for action being undertaken by the youths. Meanwhile, as police waited few meters outside the premises where the youths were gathered, the youths inside displayed placards that had different messages on them. Among the messages read, #Cost of Living Crisis, #Freeze Prices, Not People. A similar protest by part of the young people protesting today was organized in 2020, but after police denied them a go-ahead, they protested from the bush in what became to be popularly known as bush protest against youth unemployment, social injustices, among others, under the administration of then President of Zambia, Edgar Lungu. Reporting for the SABC's Channel Africa in Lusaka, Zambia, I am Arthur Davis, Scopo.
This takes us to exactly 1:29 Central African Time. This is Africa in Business. In just a short while, we'll be having the headlines with Onele Nzinzi. And after that, we'll return with more of your business stories after that break. We will be taking you to Nigeria as well as back to South Africa. It's 1:30. Standing by for the headlines is Onele Nzinzi.
SABC News. Headlines. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Tammy.
The U.S. President Joe Biden says from what he has seen, the explosion at a hospital in Gaza was carried out by what he calls the other team and not Israel. He was speaking on arrival in Israel earlier today.